Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day so far. Today we are renovating an apartment in 19 Culpepper House, and this is for a single mom and her two daughters. The floor plan of this apartment came together quite quickly, so there are a total of 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, and the daughters, they share 1 bedroom together. I could have given the mom her own master bathroom since this apartment is pretty spacious, but I liked how everything came together so nicely, so no master bathroom this time around. Anyways, you can see here I'm just sort of putting down furniture into the different rooms. This is so that I don't forget what or who the room is for. And we're starting out in the kitchen first, and it's my favorite room to decorate. I don't know why. I subconsciously just scroll to the kitchen tab to find like the appliances, kitchen counters. I think maybe it's because I just think of the kitchen as the heart of the home, that's why. But anyways, for this apartment, I wanted to go for something bright and cheerful. So I'm using countertops with lighter tones. I believe these countertops are from the Jungle Adventure pack. And I really love the color of the fridge as well. This yellow color is such a statement piece right there. And I decided to build a single mom's apartment this time around just because the single parent challenge in the Sims 4 gameplay seems really popular. I just thought that maybe some of you guys would want to have a fully decorated home for your single parent Sims. And honestly, this apartment can be for a single dad as well, but when I was building in my mind, I sort of just thought of it for a single mom. So yeah. And this single mom, I imagine that she works in a bank. So it's a 9 to 5 job. Occasionally she gets to work from home, so I also gave her a workspace that is just right beside the entryway of the apartment. You can see later. And I forgot to mention that this is a fixer-upper apartment, so you can see that there are exposed water pipes later in the workspace, and I think there are some mouse holes somewhere around the apartment. There's also an electric box and a floor drain at the entryway. Yep. So, okay, back to the single mom with a 9 to 5 job. I imagine that her daughters often prepare themselves for school. So, they basically make their own breakfast. And yeah, overall, they are very independent and know that their mom is very busy. So, they try to do the things that they can do on their own without bothering her, troubling her, things like that. But one thing about this family is that they always have dinner together no matter what. It's something that they have been doing ever since the girls can remember, I guess. So right now we're decorating the dining room space. The dining table and chairs are from Dream Home Decorator, one of my all-time favorite pack. Behind the dining table, I gave them another sort of catch-all table space where they keep some of their books and boxes. Maybe the girls do their homework in the dining room, so they keep the books there. I'm pretty sure I removed the box, and then I placed a cat and dog statue. I just thought that one of the girls aspired to be a vet, so she really loves animals, especially dogs, and have always been telling her mom that she wants to become a vet one day. She's very studious and studies really, really, really hard to make that dream of hers come true. But her sister, on the other hand, is quite the opposite. She doesn't like studying. But then she isn't a bad student in any way. She just, knows in her heart deep down that studying is not her jam. But she is really smart and she still does pretty well in school. But her ultimate dream is to be in a band. She plays the guitar, and right now she's just trying to find people to form a band in the school. And her mom knows about this and is very supportive of her, but her only one condition is for her daughter to complete her studies, and then she can do whatever she wants to do. And that's pretty reasonable, I guess. Yeah, and also around the house you'll see quite a fair bit of plants, and that's because a single mom's hobby is gardening and shopping for plants on the weekends. And just now over there, right at the corner, there's this huge plant, and that's from Cornet Oasis. It's so beautiful. Yeah. Actually, I think I would start featuring different packs with just base games so you can see how each pack complements it. And also because I know some of you guys don't own all the packs. I mean, even I myself, I don't own all the packs, but I just thought it would be nice to just build with base game and a pack, so that if you don't own, so that if you own a particular pack, you don't need to worry about replacing items from a pack that you don't own. I hope you understand what I mean. Yeah. So let me know if you have any specific packs that you want me to showcase with base game. Currently for expansion packs, I own City Living and Cats and Dogs. For game packs, I have Dream Home Decorator, Jungle Adventure. Stuff packs, I have Paranormal, Tiny Living, and Vintage Glamour. And then for kids, I have the Blooming Rooms kit and the Quiet Oasis kit. Yep. Now back to the build. We are on to the living room next. The couches are from Tiny Living. I love the swatches of the couch. I think the yellow, orange, and purple really bring out that bright and cheerful vibe that I was going for. And also we're just sort of bringing the color yellow from the kitchen into the living space, but not too much, just to make sure that the whole apartment ties in together nicely. I actually cut out a bit of footage from where I was trying to fill up the shelves by the fireplace. I was using the red shelf, but I can't quite figure it out still. Like, I've watched videos on how to use red shelf, but I'm still stuck. I think I just need to be using it more often than just using the 9 key to raise things up. Yeah, and I think I also skipped through the entryway because there's nothing much there, and if I included it, the video would be too long for my liking. But basically, we're almost done with the living room. I think we'll be moving to the workspace if I'm not wrong. Right now, we're just choosing the wallpaper color and then I think the curtains as well. Yeah. And for the workspace, I imagined that it was previously a storage room where they kept all their unused items or things that are not in season anymore. But it was then transformed into a room for the single mom to work in because the company recently implemented this work from home scheme where employees get to work from home every alternate day. And the decorations right now are not very elaborate because it's sort of like a last minute thing that she put together. She basically has the essentials like a table, her laptop, some files that she brought back from her office, a corkboard with some of the plans that her team and her has for the year. And I also included this sculpture. I have no idea what you call it, but it's on the left side of the room. But I think in time she will make the space more personalized. Right now she just put up a wallpaper where her table is facing just to make it look less dull because the 4 walls previously are just white in color. Yeah. Anyways, here are some life update that you guys didn't ask for. So I've been trying to cut down on coffee since the start of 2022. I'm someone who relies on coffee every day. Basically, I just cannot function without coffee, and some days I even drink 2 cups. There were a few times where I think I reached a point where coffee didn't work for me anymore, but I just drink it because it's a habit. And actually, I know that drinking too much coffee isn't good, but then if I would stop drinking just for a day, I know I'll suffer the side effects like headaches, and I probably won't be productive for the day. That's why I've been putting off this alternate days of coffee situation. But this year, I'm really determined to take care of my health. So yes, I've been doing the alternate days of coffee situation. And days where I don't drink coffee, I either make a cup of green tea or black tea, or I make a matcha latte. I think there was once I didn't drink coffee for 2 days and I still felt perfectly fine. What's even more amazing is that I could stay up till like 3 a.m. editing videos and recording voiceovers. Yeah. Basically what I felt the last few weeks of cutting down my coffee intake was that I just had more energy in general, and I just felt good not having to use caffeine to get through the day. And right now, on days where I do drink coffee, I just I just kind of appreciate the moments even more. Yeah, and oh, the next update. Next update that you guys didn't ask for. I'm just really proud of myself for completing 10 days of a UI design challenge. So UI is user interface, and this is a challenge for designers to create something each day based on what the design hint of the day is. So for example, it could be to design a landing page or an app icon, things like that. You can post your design on Dribbble to get feedback from other designers as well. Anyways, if you're interested to take a look at what I've done so far, I'll put a link down in the description box below so you can check it out after you finish this video. I've been trying out different design styles for each day, and I think I naturally gravitate towards simple designs, but sometimes that's not what clients want, so I'm exploring new design styles right now, hoping to get better and more creative with design elements. I also want to learn After Effects so I can include animations into my UI designs when I share them on Dribbble as well. And the last update that you guys didn't ask for, school is starting in less than 2 weeks, I think. I will be on my last semester of school and probably my entire life. My first class will be on a Monday night in school. What a great way to start the semester. Okay, but for reals, I'm actually quite scared of what's to come after graduation. Like, I have no idea what I want to do, and that scares me a lot. Almost everyone around me knows what they want to do after graduation, or they have already secured a full-time job somewhere. And every time I meet an old friend or someone I haven't met in a long time, the first or second question they ask is, "Oh, what are you doing now? So what are your plans after graduation?" And my answer will always be, "Oh, I'm studying right now. Not quite sure what I want to do after that though." And then I quickly changed the subject. I just feel uncomfortable sharing with others sometimes because, I just feel uncomfortable sharing with them. And when I ask them to tell me their plans, I kind of regret because I start to feel inferior and anxious, worried because I don't have a plan. As of now, I'm just exploring on things I can do after I graduate, but ultimately, I want to be doing something I like and make money out of it, so I'll be doing what I love as a living. So many people tell me that the 30s will be the best time of my life because I'll be so much more knowledgeable. I would have already been through so much, and I would understand myself so much better and just know myself inside out basically. And I hope that's true. Okay, enough of these sad, sappy stories. Back to the build. I talked over the single mom's bedroom. I did bring in that touch of yellow again with the bed. I gave her an open closet where she can hang her formal work clothes and whatnot. I also gave her a bookshelf to create a small reading nook because I imagine that she loves reading too. I also did move around quite a bit of the furniture, but I do love the final outcome. Now we're on to the final room of this apartment, and this is for the two daughters. I gave them a bunk bed, which is a pretty new feature that was introduced to The Sims 4 when Dream Home Decorator was released, I think. For the longest time ever, many Simmers have been asking for bunk beds, and finally it's here. And I can see why they wanted it so badly because it just creates more space and gives you the freedom to use it however you want. You can have a single bed at the top bunk and a double bed on the lower one, or a desk on the lower bunk, whichever way works best for their build. And so in this room, I gave each of the daughters a table of their own. The one on the left, just in front of the bunk beds, is for the daughter who wants to become a vet someday. She has a lot of books on her table, probably about animals. I also gave her some posters. As for her sister, the one who wants to play in a band, her table is less cluttered with books. She has a music player with some CDs on the side, and I gave her 2 guitars as well. The guitars are probably the first thing she gets her hands on whenever she gets home from school. And right now, I'm just adding more clutter around the room. just to make it feel more lived in. Building this room kind of makes me feel nostalgic. I do miss sharing a room with my siblings. The three of us used to sleep in a room together till I think I was 16 or 17. And then I got my own room while they shared one together. When we were sleeping in a room together, I've always dreamed of having my own room so I could decorate it to my own liking. I can play music out loud, not worry about the bright table lamp while they're asleep at night. I do miss the late night talks we used to have, but right now I just go over to their room and we just talk until we're tired and then we just go back to sleep. But I don't think I can ever give up a room to myself because I just enjoy the freedom I have. I think I'm also really used to just sleeping alone. I'm really sensitive to noise and I'm just a light sleeper. The slightest of sound can wake me up. And at this point of time, I think we're pretty much done with all the rooms in this house. I just placed another cabinet in the dining room. And oh my god, you know what? I downloaded the Blooming Rooms kit for so long and I totally forgot that we have this plant stand thing that I'm just placing right here. Oh my god, that's like one of the nicest thing out of the Blooming Rooms kit, and I can't believe I only remembered to use it now. Oh my goodness, but okay. I mean, now that I remember, I'll probably use it more often in my next few builds. So now we're on to the final part of this video, and now we're decorating the balcony. I basically just gave them a sitting area at the corner where they can lounge on a weekend morning, drink coffee, and just admire the city view. On the other side, I gave the single mom a space for all her gardening items, her plants, and whatnot. I mentioned earlier that she likes gardening, and that's like her hobby. Now we're pretty much coming to the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed this speed build, and feel free to let me know if you have any suggestions for what I can build for the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications button so you'll be notified each time I post a new video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!